Hard times.
Check. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Definitely. Different options. But have the government and the leaders who
You hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of them. This one is a special one. But it's one of them shows, candid conversation. You know what we get about this time of the day?
Options. But have the government and the leaders who set out to do things.
You hear that? Anyway, yeah, candid conversation. I hope you're blessed. I hope you keeping on, and I hope you're in good spirits. A big shout out to all my sponsors, well wishers, and all my supporters. I gotta say a big shout out to I gotta say a big shout out to Wasini Lookouts down there in Diani. Big up Mr. Jacob, you're doing a good one. I gotta say a big shout out to Bush and Wine Adventures. You're doing a nice job. Trigger Accountants. A big shout out to you people out there. A big shout out to Annual Fuller Foundations. And last but not least, a big shout out to JMC Electricals. Yeah. And I can't forget, so now here to Mtani. Yeah, it's one of them times where we sit down and catch up with all artists across the globe. And today we are so blessed. We're feeling so happy about this. So it's one of them, like, you know, we reach out with me links up here right there, and we reach out with this artist. If you listen to the song,
like education, trade school, things for the youth and do we have less crime. So let me tell you about hard times. Let me tell you about the violence of the damn crime. Let me tell you about.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big shout out to this artist who's gonna grace the occasion today. A big shout out to none other than Mr. IPD Green. Welcome to the show, Mr. IPD Green. How you keeping, my brother?
Greetings. My pleasure. It's my pleasure to be on your platform, sir.
Welcome, my brother. This tune, Hard Times, is really addressing what's happening in the society right now. It's getting heavy rotation everywhere. And let's start with this one, my brother, yeah?
Yes.
Them only give them come God, and the time election come, we them vote, it's a hard time.
Mr. IPD Green, thank you for taking time and sitting down with us. How you doing though? How you doing?
I'm doing great, you know. I'm doing great in spite of everything, you know. We're on top of earth, so we're doing great, you know.
Beautiful. It's nice to hear that, especially in these every times with the COVID and the corona, where loss of life has become something close to like an everyday affair, right?
Yes, sir.
So whereabouts in the world are you based on right now? Where are you?
Well, you know, I'm originally from Jamaica, but I live in the United States. I live in Washignton DC.
Okay. Right. So how's Washington DC? How's the setup over there with the masks and everything like that?
No, you know, so this is the capital, you know, actually the capital of the world, but you understand that, you know, there are rules and regulations to each businesses, but we're freestyle. Even through the COVID time, it was no pressure. We're still moving around, but, you know, they have guidelines for certain institutions and facilities, but we're good, trust me.
Yeah, we give thanks. Now, Mr. IPD Green, Washington DC based by way of Jamaica. Tell us, where was you born and when did you start this music thing? Can you give us a background of like growing up and all that type of thing, the kind of music influence that was around you?
Okay, well, I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in Kingston 11 here. I was originally born in St. Mary, but from I was like 13, 14, I went to Kingston and I lived there until I came to the United States at an early age, you understand? And I've been here like 17 years or so. So definitely, you know, I'm a Jamaican boy.
Yeah, man. Aki and Saltfish.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The music, we live music as a young age. We used to hide and go to the parties under the sound system. Our family grew up. We grew up around music. You know, we used to hide from our parents and hide clothes days before the party down the street, and then leave in dirty clothes and go down the road to change our clothes.
Go
So
change
we
it
live
then.
music. Yeah, yeah. So we
Yeah.
love music. You know, it's the only way we can express ourselves and reach nations and people and actually bring a message to the people in different ways. You understand? While entertain them, you know? So music is always in my growth.
In your part of your life, basically, from Ali.
Yes.
So what kind of like what kind of the artists did you like when you was a kid? Who you got bare artists to choose from growing up in Jamaica, but what are the type of the artists that you felt like gravitated to their works and that type of thing?
Well, real talk, it may sound funny, you know. I may not be a fan of many, but you see, I come up, come listen Beanie Man, and I always listen his versatility, you know, he always versatile, and he bring action to his versatility. So, you know, I grew up with, you know, listening to Beanie Man, and I used to, like, I don't know, listen to him and like, man, he just make it look so easy. Even today's date, he make music look so easy because, you know, he doing it from 5, 6 years old. So Beenie Man is my top person who I look up to in terms of entertainment and the music, how he bring his craft. Then you have a lot of new artists now. I really like their style, and they also keep current, like, you know, the Popcorn, the Massacre, you know, and them great artists. You know, I like how they keep current, you know.
Yeah, they keep current.
But I love all of them, man. I
Yeah,
love all of them because this road is not an easy road, and for them to do what they do and create that what they create. I love every artist and I respect everyone that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Definitely, my brother. Let's listen to who we got here.
Oh baby, so I met this girl one day. So me asked her where she stay. She give me a number, smile and walk away. So the next time I met her on my station, so she like my style and she love me.
That tune there, She Loved Me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She loves me and I love her. Together we create a great.
Going back to when you was growing up back in Jamaica, right? I know it's different in every household, right? So that everybody thinks like just because you grew up in Jamaica, there was reggae playing in the house. It was that the same case with you?
Yeah, my father always been playing radio. My father had 2, 3 radio playing. He'd be outside playing a radio, and there was a radio inside playing. So we listen to another radio station in the house, and then my father outside in the yard doing something or whatever, and he's listening to another radio station. So music is, as I tell you, music is our way of life growing up in Jamaica. Up until today, you go to Jamaica, 5 different places playing music, just music, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, there are other people who, like, I have a couple of my spouse, they're from Jamaica, but they grew up in Christian families. See what I'm saying? So in Christian families, yeah, there was still music, but it was a certain type of music in the house. You see what I'm saying? So they had to do what they had to do what you was doing, where if the man want to go a party, they just have to say, yo, in the house, right? Like reggae music a flow even in the house. You hear them likes of Freddie McGregor, them all them top generation of reggae music, people who like you vibe to still, like from a family setting, yeah?
Yeah, Sanchez was my main one, though, you know. Sanchez, you know.
I see what you're saying.
We could listen Sanchez and a reggae gospel through Sunday daytime. He still give you that vibes because he used to sing that song, you know, Amazing Grace and all them song, you know.
Yeah, and I say now that you say Sanchez, I say because Sanchez had that girly thing, you know what I mean, in a respectful way. Sanchez addressed the girl in a respectful way. You see what I'm saying? In his lyrics, and I see that in your lyrics, like, well, that's why moving forward, a nice sidebar to this one, She Loves Me. Yeah?
Yep.
You address them ladies, but you address them ladies in a nice, you see what I'm saying? Like you uplift the woman kind of thing right there.
Yeah. I definitely. Yeah.
Right. So moving forward, You grew up in Jamaica and you're listening to music and all that. Did you start your music career in Jamaica?
A different side of the music. We used to operate sound system. We used to go around with sound. You know, it started way back. We young. We used to lift sound boxes. Them time they used to make big old sound box with plywood. We used to hide and go to the parties, and the only way we can get in free is to go help them unload the boxes.
Do some work. Yeah, you gotta do some work. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You gotta go early. Go lift some, and at that time they call you. You know, you have to be hide and do that because they will call you worthless, or they will go tell your parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were like, you're lifting up sound box and blah, blah, but it's the only way we can get in later at the party is to help unload the sound.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The sound system culture is unique in Jamaica. It's like, it has a life on its own. The sound system culture in Jamaica has a life on its own. It has also spread out. You hear sound systems now in Switzerland, sound system even everywhere. But it's kind of like, it's the birth of everything. I believe even the birth of people is the sound system setting, if you ask me, right? So yeah,
right.
That was you while you're back in JA. And when did you figure okay, I want to pen my own tune. I want to jump in here. I got something to say. When was that?
Because I used to sing in church too, you know. I used to sing in a choir. I used to be a lead singer in a choir. And I always sing, but you know, it's limit you when you know that you have more than what somebody trying to I don't like to be cornered. So yes, I don't like that. So I mean, I got so much inside of me where I like, you know what? And the first song I sing was a song called Signs of Time. You know, like I was seeing stuff like, hey, this gonna happen, that gonna happen, and I make a song, and it sounds just like Jackie. That song was playing a lot, even in England. I see people, you know, bloggers feature that song and all them stuff back in the day, 2017, and that song was like, boom, Signs of Time. That was my first song called Signs of Time, you know, and a lot of people hear it and think it was Jackie, but it was, you know. After a minute and a blog, I think was Rapper Crapper introduced it to the people and featured the video and show it. And I said, the youth is sound exactly like him. So that was a message. I start my message like that by have a lot of stuff into me and I want to say it to the people in different ways.
You was talking about how you used to sing in church and then you brought up a tune that everybody thought it was Jack Cure, The Sign of the Times.
Right.
That was in 2017, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but before that, you say you basically started your singing career somewhere around 2013, 2014?
Exactly, absolutely.
All right. That's you're in Washignton DC by then, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how was that feeling like? So obviously you got in church, growing up in church, you know the power of music, and you know how the music can invoke emotion. So how was that first step like, okay, now I want to bring them into my world? How was that?
Well, it was really delighted to hear myself on the record. That time CD was popular, not like now. But when I first do it in the studio and they give us the demo and like, okay, go listen it and come back, see if you want to change anything and blah, blah. And I put it in my vehicle and I hear it. I was like, what? This is, you know what I mean? So that kind of give me like, oh, no, this is what I really want to do because I was still searching to find, you know, myself at the same time because many interviews and stuff, they were like, okay, you sound too close to that person. So here what happened. Keep on doing it till you find yourself because you don't want your music to be sold or to be listened and people think it's that person. So find yourself. So by doing it and growing, you know, that's when I was like, okay, and then find the right Jamaican person in America who can record you like that.
Yeah.
You know, I was using, you need to find an authentic, and then we have that team now where it's perfect, bro.
Right, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that because a lot of people don't understand like the intricacy in reggae music, like the making of reggae music, it's the intricacy involved and even just recording reggae music, the sound levels, the thingy. It's not just like any other music where you hear the beat and then you go off it. There are a couple of things that have to be set in a certain way for, like, you know what I mean, for the frequency to touch that and invoke emotions, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you want to bring out something like this, yeah? This my tune, my brother.
Oh, bless me.
My tune, my brother. Yeah.
Oh, bless
Yep.
me, bless me. Even though the enemy I tried to curse me. 7 times raise, 7 times fall. Hear me and tear down Babylon wall. 7 times raise, 7 times fall. Hear me and tear down Babylon wall. We know how to fast and we know how to pray. We ask Father God just to show us the way. We know how to fast, we know how to pray. And Father God has made the way. So when we didn't drop me only song, the Father say, but look how we've done. None of them never support me dream. No, we top the top. The whole of them I jump and scream. That's why we say,
bless me, bless me.
Mighty Jaja.
A big shout out to IPD Green, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're going to link up later with whatever platform you're going to do this. Today we're blessed and honored, highly favored to be talking to IPD Green, Jamaican based in Washignton DC, with a tune called Bless Me. That's my vibe. I'm vibing to that. A big shout out to all the sponsors, all the well wishes, and everybody out there, new fans, old fans. If you want to link, comment, subscribe, and all of that, and if you don't want, it's so good. We do this for the culture. Mr. IPD Green.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bless me. This tune here, man. This is a big tune here, man.
I did that song under when I was down. I was really down. If you can hear, I was literally asking, you know, I was in a down moment where I tried everything. I tried, and then, you know, you try everything and you're like, man, I'm putting in so much work. I do so much good song, but the people still not getting it. And I was just like, you know, if you listen to some of the word, I was just telling him, you know, just bless me, bless me. There's a part tonight I tell him that he anoint me from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. So if he give me that voice and that words to speak, then people will hear the music. So this song, it was in my downtime. I was really down, like I'm really out of it.
My brother, listen, I feel it though. I feel the emotional, like, it's very emotional, that much I could tell, yeah? I just wanted to say your pen game is crazy. Yeah, but then, yeah, trust me, my brother. But then, like what you just said, the honesty in it, I think that's what cuts through, the honesty. You understand? The honesty.
Right.
Like, it's just pure emotions, and like everybody being in that place once in a while where you feel like whatever, like, oh man, I'm having too many bad days on the trot. You understand? Like one bad day after another bad day, and you're like, yo, Lord, what's happening over here? We do that. Everybody goes through that, and these are the kind of tunes that they kind of uplifting. But then it's a beautiful thing if you're listening to the same song after you're out of that dark place.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now that become a full circle. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So maybe us, my ears, and the rest of people who's gonna catch this, they are joining you to complete that full circle. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's a beautiful thing, my brother. It's a beautiful thing. So talk to me. So with the first one, 2013, 2014, you put them together. What was the name of the song that you did first, 2014?
Signs of Time.
Signs of Times, and everybody thought you sounding like Jack Cure.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I know. Like, what do they say? Birds of the same feather flock together. You understand?
Flock together. Yeah.
If you're all manifested from a certain frequency, then the untrained ear might not get it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So moving forward from there, you kept working. So what was the song one that came next after that?
After the Signs of Time?
Oh,
there was Tonlo. There was one called Where Were You? Our Homeless. I think he got 2 titles because I have to reintroduce it one at a time. There was one called Homeless. That was a banger. If you're playing from that album called My Time Will Come, I don't know if that's what you're playing from. But if you look, you can see, I don't know if that's what you're playing from.
No, this one is, I just got this from the thing from Boomplay.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I didn't get it all.
That one was a gate opener for me too. The one called Where Were You When I Was Homeless? You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that was your first album. So that, what was the name of your first album again? For those who don't know.
My Time Will Come.
Your Time Will Come. That was your first album. And when was this one released?
2018. My Time Will Come. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Nice. And all this music is available. All this music is available in all the platforms, the streaming platforms.
Everywhere that music is sold, with every top artist, my music is there. You Google the name, it's right there. The Spotify, everything is just right there, man.
You heard that. In case you're gonna catch this interview, if you wanna catch IPD Green, he's available. He's available on all the streaming platforms. All your Deezers, all your Tidals, all your Spotify, whatever it is. Type IPD Green and catch a vibe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely, my brother. And that's a beautiful thing, my brother. This one here.
Oh, my mama.
Yes, I am. From My Time Will Come album, yeah?
Yes.
Well, a tune nice. We play it once, we play it twice. You know what they say, yeah?
Yeah, man.
I love you every day.
You know, this one dedicated to my mother, you know?
Definitely. No, yo, my boy, I'm not gonna ask that because you can tell, you see what I'm saying? And to your mother and all the mothers out there, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mother and all the mothers out there. Tune. Let me ask you something. How many were you in your family, if you don't mind?
5.
How many boys?
4.
You the first or the last?
I'm the 4th one.
The last boy, innit?
Yes. No. Second. No. I'm the 3rd. I'm the 3rd boy.
Oh, so there's another one after you.
Yes.
But just from listening to this, you know,
I was the last one for 7 years.
I could tell there was a long one where it was you and your queen just there. She checking, making sure everything crisp for you. I can tell. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. For 7 years, you know.
There must be a big you can tell, yo. You know what I mean? Like
man.
Yeah. And that's why I was asking how many of you in your family, because you can tell there's some heavy, nice connection. I'm a mama's boy myself. You see what I'm saying? So right. I know the vibe. But even the big brother is looking at you, school face, like, man's gonna get it. Yeah.
Even when I was 7 years old, my mom used to still lift me up like a little baby, same way.
Yes, way, brother. And then you see, like when growing a little bit, your big brother just giving you the screw face, like, yeah, he's gonna get the best piece of chicken. You can make everybody can see it coming, innit?
I know. Yeah, man, everybody they're mad.
Yeah. But I think that's another beauty thing, the beauty of reggae music is this type of connections, like, you know what I mean? It resonates with everybody. You see, like a tune like this, I didn't even need to ask you who you wrote it for. You see what I'm saying? The moment it comes and I hear the first lyric and the same lyric, I say, he must have penned that one for my mama. And guess what? Man start thinking? Man start thinking about his mama. Me, I start thinking, yo, man, when did I last call my mom? You see what I'm saying? That's where you go, you're like, all
universal.
Right. Yeah, universal type of thing, my brother. We commend you for that. We commend you for that. That's still out of the album. My time's gonna come, yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you think the reception of the album was? personally?
I mean, it's all great. 11 tracks on it. It's great based on the work that I put in, but I didn't have the support. I didn't have also the understanding. I keep album release parties. I do all the stuff, but you know, when you're independent artist and you see other artists do stuff and they make it look so easy, but they got a team. They have a team. They only present it to you, and you think, oh, this artist do all these great stuff. But I didn't have that team at that time. I just self build the album, just pay an engineer to engineer it. Everything was, you know, purchase my own rhythm, pay to build some. You know, these one drop rhythm. You know, one of my uncle in England actually built one of the rhythm called Sunshine Girl on the album. He died now. He's on the Phoenix band in England.
Okay.
Yeah, but he passed away. And
rest in peace.
he built some of raw instrument. He built some of them one drop rhythm for me.
All right.
So it was a self, but I didn't get the response that I supposed. I didn't get that feedback. I didn't even have the full knowledge of how to push an album. I'm just telling the truth.
That's all. Yeah. Yeah, you live and you learn. And from what you're saying, you straight from the mad independent. That's different. That's a whole different ballgame, my brother. You're getting it from the mad independent. You're spending your hard-earned money from this other side. You're bringing it to this other side, where the rules are so different, and you don't even know them for real. You know what I mean? The rules they move. They have a way of moving over here, where even if you see it, which you can only know how they move over here if you're moving over there too. You see what I'm saying? You see, and then also in that, there's levels to that. You see, there's levels to how they're moving over here. And for real ground independent, it's not an easy thing, my brother. It's not an easy thing at all.
Twice as hard, man.
It's twice as hard. Because bear in mind, there's some bear man out there who they're not independent, but they wear that independent hat. They're like, oh no, I'm independent, I did it myself. No, they're subcontracted with a major label over here. And then the team is the marketing is from another whoever over there. You see what I'm saying? So
somebody financing it and all of that stuff, you know?
Yeah, somebody financing it and all that. You know how it goes. Maybe they pay Yola on the radio station over there somewhere. You don't know. You see what I'm saying? You don't know.
Exactly.
But I'm sure you learned a lot, didn't you?
Yes, definitely. Along the way, you know, I approach things different. Yeah. And I learn, you know.
And then this type of experience, kind of, if you have a small team, it kind of brings the team together even more. Then you see what I'm saying? Brings the team together.
Exactly.
And then you know, like, okay, when we're coming out next time, this is where we didn't perform as we wanted on this side. We're gonna try and finesse it like this and finesse it like that. Yeah, it's like a circus. You're dealing with bare moving pieces, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then not to mention the ego side of it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Because even at one point for this album, when the engineer was like, hey, let me you put together and do this album. And he was like, no, you know, because you just pay for my service, pay for what me do, because we don't know this is going to be successful. We don't, you know, it's not like you have a big name out there. So it's like he's working, doing the stuff, but at the end of the day, he's doing it, collecting his money, and he don't care if the album going to sell or not. He's like, he's afraid to put in investment except for his paid time.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And then,
you know?
Yeah. Of course. And then what happens is on the flip side, maybe now the back end starts opening up, and then, you know, there's some remittance being collected on the publishing or something. That's when man comes from nowhere and say, yo, I did ABCD, man. I want, and no, brother, we're not doing it now.
No, we copyright. We copyright the thing then properly, you know. And I mean, you know, you pay for the engineer work. I have my own studio now. I have my own recording studio now. So most of these work that coming from my own studio. We just use engineer to do stuff. Like, you know, we have one person who we believe and trust, and we can elaborate, and that's how we do it now. But as I said, we buck our toes and we make mistakes. And as I said, the time will come, and my time, as long as I keep current and keep making great music, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, and if it's honest, if your grind is honest, your time to shine, nobody's gonna stop it, brother.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna try, nobody's gonna stop it. You want people to look at it and say, hey, one day you go wake up and say, hey, you know what? You know what?
I feel like crying.
It's a great day.
No tears outside.
Exactly.
You know
You got it. You got it.
only the seeds of your dance. You know it. I feel like I can jump and touch the great sky. I feel so high.
IPD Green, it's a great day. We're talking to IPD Green, Washington DC based reggae artist, right? A tune there called It's a Great Day. Right. Mr. Green, I got this question, right? Say, you've been away from yard for a few minutes now, yeah? You go visiting, obviously, right?
Yes.
But there's always that when you're away from home, it kind of tampers with your creativity. Or you also have to, in your creativity, you also have to future your influence that you know what I mean? The surrounding, your influence in the surrounding. How do you balance that?
Well, I balance it by listening to the other senior artists. I listen a lot. I listen to what they're going with, and I try to match up with what, you know. So my body's not presently in Jamaica, but my mind and the song I'm singing also present in there. And I visit down there often. Sometimes I go 3 times for 1 year. You know.
Yeah. Home is home.
So I visit, and I stay in tune. But in this DC area, I don't have a lot of influence on the Jamaican vibes too much. So, but I stay in tune. You know what? You know, I balance. I listen to the person who I admire in the music, and would love to, you know, grow as much as they grow and beyond. You know, so I listen. I listen a lot.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. What about living in DC? There's obviously DC. There's a big go-go community, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. In your creation now, moving forward, do you borrow like from those sounds, like the go-go sounds, the hip-hop sounds? Do you borrow from that in your creation, or it's just strictly, I'm gonna just keep it strictly roots?
In the new part, in the latest tracks that I started to build, I started to mix a little flow of, you know, because I still like some you know, some hip hop artists like the Baby and all them stuff. So I still mix, you know, so some of my music can still play on the radio here in DC. Like I have a song called Level and all them songs. I try to make them mix with the American vibes, you know, some part, you know. But the go-go part is just you can't steal from that. You know what I mean? It's actually raw band, raw stuff. I try to mix it with little everything. My music is universal, bro.
Right,
you know, you can hear every little people and genre in my music.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I know about the go-go scene in DC because, you know, I got a couple of people over there. A big shout out to Mr. Don Rosie. That's one of my man them right there.
Yes.
Don Rosie, my brother like that from backyard. We're from Kenya, you know, from backyard.
Oh, yeah, great guy, man. That's my bro, man. That's my bro.
Don't be taking care of me since we was a little you in the streets. Running just like that Beanie thing, like with the little you and all that, do the show, then go home, that rare thing. Yeah, that was done for us. Taking us places for what.
He's always showing love.
He's always showing love, my brother. He's always showing love. Oh, a big shout out to Mr. Don Rosie, the Don. 45 get the right, boy. You know we love you. Well, go on now there. So moving forward.
You're finding the old hit.
I lost my again. She's out there in someone else's arms.
I'll tell you, my brother.
I lost my lover again. She's out there, someone is keeping her warm. See you now. Two me now return famous, and me no drive car, and me no own truck. She run off gun, me no go and name Amos. Every day she a fight and
What? What? Amos. She ran away with Amos, my God.
Oh, God,
Can't believe that, my brother. Tune.
I lost my lover again. She's out there in someone
Yeah.
else's arms.
I'm telling you, my brother. Listen. That's why, like, I went through what I gravitated to, because you have so much work out there, and I knew you're gonna have a short session. So I picked the kind of tune that are really from here. You know what I mean? Not to say what.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
okay. I dig.
Yeah. So that's like, oh, I'm really vibing with this one. Because man's lost a girl before, you know, who was growing up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah. So like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I remember that happened to me too. I'm like, yeah. And I think that's the beauty of music.
So the key,
Go on.
the key thing is you do your research and you put the catalog together. And I mean, I might make a song and think that's it, but the people love different stuff. So that's why I make multiple different types and vibes, you know?
Yeah. And honestly, like I told you with Bless Me, it was full. To me, it's like, oh yeah, it's just light work. You know what I mean? Man, we all need blessings all the time, right? But I didn't, until I spoke to you, I didn't know you wrote it from a place where you was down, right? You see what I'm saying? But then now, the beauty is like, when it comes 360, it's now, you know what I mean? You're reminiscing, but now with a brighter mood towards that at the time. You see what I'm saying? And that's like,
yes.
That's what us, or the fans, or the consumers of the music, that's how it's affecting them in their day-to-day life. You see what I'm saying? And same case with the Mama tune and this one, I Lost My Love, it's because it's happened to me. You know what I mean? I didn't know how big.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't know how big it is to the next.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, a nice one. That one. I Lost My Love. Amos. Make we see Amos. Make we mash up his head now.
For real.
Real, brother. Listen. So moving forward, yeah. Talk to us about moving forward. What? We know, like, thing is taking, hard times is taking over, and it's getting heavy rotations. So
thank you.
Should we assume hard times is from the new upcoming project or something?
Yes.
Right.
Definitely. I'm working on a EP, a 6-track EP. I did plan to put it out in March, but the time, because I want to drop a couple of videos with it too, but the weather ain't giving me that good chance.
To put together a nice video, yeah?
Yeah, but we're definitely working on a 6-track EP.
Right. Beautiful. So Hard Time is one of them tunes, and is there any collaboration with any artist from DC or any artist from anywhere?
No, I was doing one with a guy in Gambia, but he's moving too slow to the movement, and you don't want, it's too far away to hold the project up, you know. He got special time. He came, you know, they don't got access to how you can get access to the music, to get studio to do this, and you know.
Yeah, it's different on the ground over there. You see what I'm saying? Things are different on the ground, I'm saying. But I'm sure if you link with Rosie can link you with the bare reggae music. Reggae music is so big in Kenya, where I come from. Reggae music is massive, right? So I'm sure, and Don knows, like, I'm sure Don knows all the reggae artists from Kenya. The bare reggae artists.
Right.
If you speak to Don, I'm sure, like, even now talking to you, there's a couple that are coming to my head, but I don't just want to put the name out there and then, you know what I mean? But there's bare reggae artists, bare dancehall artists that you can link up with and it's gonna be a beautiful thing to hear IP Green with one of my breathing, and that's gonna make me really, really happy, man.
You can make the connection to, I mean, it's universal. You know, Dan is 20 minutes away from me though.
Right. I tell you what, yeah. Let me we'll speak after this, yeah.
Yes.
I'll link you with a couple of them artists too. I know the turnover time was quick. Like, even if, you know, sometimes our artists might be going in a hiatus, you know what I mean? They're not working for the next 3 months. Not one of them. Maybe somebody who has time within whatever they're doing, you can link together and do something. Yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're on it.
Yeah, but for now, this is what we're pushing. We're pushing hard times.
Yes.
And the song is very relevant, especially when you're talking about them leaders and what they're doing in misleading the society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's the same backyard where I'm from, you know.
Yes.
Universal thing.
Things for the youth and do will have less crime. So let me tell you about hard times. Let me tell you about the violence and the
tune.
Turn up blind eyes to the ghetto youth and no pay no time. So let me tell you about hard times.
Yeah, Mr. IPD Green. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor for me and my family. You've seen them running around and all that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to this gentleman, Jamaican, Washignton DC based reggae dancehall artist. Keep an eye out for this man. Trust me, keep an eye out, keep your ear on the streets for this man. But this one here, that's a tune bad. It's been nice, it's been blessed, it's been all those things put together, Mr. IPD Green. Before we go, anything you want to tell them, people are going to link to this later?
Yes, definitely. I would just want to tell you thanks and tell, big up Dan Razzie, big up Ras Guys, Third Dynasty. Big up everybody who involved in my music, even to just listen. Big up all the fans and new fans who listening to you now, who never hear me before. I want to tell you, welcome to my music. Go research, go Google me, go look on YouTube everywhere. Look for IPD Green on every platform where music is sold, every top artist. Just show me some support. I got messages in my song, and I would like your support. The music is nothing without the people, and I really appreciate the people, and I would like to, have more people to surround my music, and let's do this. So, just go support the music,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, IPD Green, whatever platform, YouTube or your Spotify or your Tidal, everybody, link up, type IPD Green and share some vibes, right? Yeah. It's been nice, it's been lovely, my brother. Bless up.
Good thing.
Hard times, but we're still pushing, yeah?
I respect. We chat soon.
We talk soon, my brother. Bless.